everyone. I'm going to be making a quick video right now. What's the day? Well, it's May. And we are going to have a good day. We're going to make it a good day. We're going to tell a family member how much we love them. We're going to give our kids a big hug. We're going to put a big smile on our face. Okay? Because you're here, I'm here. Hey, we in there. You know. And I just want to talk about something I heard on the radio here. And summer's coming up. And they use this thing, uh, this woman lost her 14-year-old son. Uh, I think, if I understand right, shot and killed by the police out there doing wrong. And she was saying that she tried everything she could to stop him from going out there committing crimes. And just being out there, period, just being out there could cause you to lose your life or your freedom. You don't even have to be doing nothing. So, and she said she would, of course, wouldn't want that to happen to nobody. We don't want that to happen to us or anybody. But it does. And they're trying to get a remedy for this. Which, come on, it's 2025. And we still going through this. What could be the remedy? Well, they done tried everything else. And for one thing, we keep letting the problem fix the problem. Now, you know, they talking about giving up to I don't know how many millions of dollars to help families with their children. Giving them something to do. Giving them programs and all this. But you know what? That's not going to help. We're going to have to give money directly to these families. Because you know what? When they give money to these programs and all this, half of it is going to staff, half of it is going to maintenance, where that money can be directly going into these families' pocket. Not without regulations, not without rules, okay? Because we know, we love Gucci Parada and Michael Kors and, little Hennessy or whatever. But it goes directly into these families' pockets. Hi, low key. And and what's needed is these kids need to be able to take trips to the country. They need to be on farms. They need to be able to feel real chickens in their hands and and out there picking up eggs and learn about farm life and learn about rural area. Smell that country air. See corn being grown, planting food. And they need to take trips to like the Smithsonian Museum. They need to see Broadway shows. They need to take a trip out of the country. This all this stuff, they need stuff that's going to help build character and build up uh, memories. And they need to go to art museums and they need to go visit the Library of Congress. And they need schools. They need to visit schools of etiquette. They need to learn how to conduct themselves among everybody. They need to learn different cultures. They need to be able to talk to different people from different countries. And this money should be spent on them experiencing different lifestyles, giving them a chance to build character, to build a better attitude. And they definitely need education. Um, and also, this money will help them domestically, like giving them clothes, be able to experience different kind of foods from different cultures. Give them money for shoes and whatever else that they may need. Just for them to feel special. They don't have. They shouldn't have to wait till Christmas to get this stuff. And they definitely need to go experience places like on Broadway, those shows like The Lion King and stuff. I mean, when I finally went, I was like amazed, and I could count all the black kids I seen there. They need to experience the symphony, opera, uh, and they need money to go to places like movies. And they should all have a student forum that all these young ones should be able to go and talk to. See, they're not talking like that. They're talking about opening up recreations, which is fine. We have recreations that need to be monitored. Now, we're not talking about a whole bunch of young kids getting together, which not always end right. We are talking about building character. We are talking about uh, letting them experience going to a black owned business, having them volunteer at different places, volunteer at senior homes, nursing homes, also helping with child care, with regulations, of course. All this has to be monitored to where nobody is getting hurt. Because what we want to do is build character in our children. We want them to want to live. Because a lot of these kids out here walking around here like they don't want to live. So this money that they are talking about spending to help kids stay off the streets and stop committing crimes, that money should be directly put in these parents' homes, bank accounts, and monitored. And the parents also need help. They need to learn good parenting skills. They need to have probably go back to school. And I know back in the days, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have this program that parents was able to drop their kids off just to get a break. I don't know if they still do that. I can't think of the name of it, what it was, but I used it. I was able to drop my kids off for 2 nights. Now, you know, these parents need that. Because, see, some parents don't have that. Because some parents can't trust family members. I was one of them. Oh, really? I was one of them. And they need somebody that they can trust. So, and they need to get in touch with some I'm not saying they have to be black or white, but they need someone that they can look up to. They need mentoring. And so when are we going to stop letting the problem fix the problem? And they definitely need to learn, just like the police are taught diversity and how to treat other people, well, our kids need to do that too. They need to learn how to respect authority, respect elders, respect people's others' cultures, and respect other people's property. Because some of these parents don't know themselves. So how are they gonna teach their kids? So that's what that money should be going. And if we don't do that, we're gonna have to make a lot of changes. A lot of changes. Because we see that the government is changed on a dime. It will reverse everything that we have been doing. That's why we can't stop. And we need to focus more on our communities. Because the government gonna do the government. We have to start treating our neighborhoods and our communities like those rich folks treat theirs. The only difference between them and us is they got more money. But we still supposed to have just as good character, just as good attitude, and just as good um, proud of our neighborhood and help one another. You know what makes me so mad is when I go past a apartment complex and the trash is all the way up to overflowing, trash everywhere. Where's the leadership? Why the man is not there out there picking up that mess? They'll walk right past it, walk over it, and contribute to it. Come on, black man, step up because your black kids are going to see you taking the lead, and they're going to do the lead. Come on. All right, y'all. I'm going to go for this thing cut off on me like it did yesterday. But we're going to have to really try hard. And we need to take this to our elected officials. Um, and start helping to develop responsibility in our children. We got a new school year coming. We don't know what's going to happen. What's going on with this government, with all these changes and cuts and stuff. We don't know what's going to go on with our children in school. So get out the bottle, get rid of the reefer, and take a sober approach to helping our children. Because they're gonna be here longer than we are. And we want them to do better. Thank you for listening.